Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Indigo Disk DLC. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, I know that we had a little bit of a tough time with the Drayton battle, but now this is going to be the second attempt over here, and so far, I want to say that throughout this battle that was going on, it was a lot better, in my opinion. So let's go and try to knock out with the last bit of the Pokemon that Drayton does have. Now, he does have that Archaludon that is going to be here, and he also is going to be having that Sceptile as well, but we already kind of know the basis around what these two Pokemon are going to be all about. We already know that this Archaludon does have that Electroshock, so we have to be a little bit careful for when that move actually does happen. Same with also as well too with the Leaf Storm, but I was quite surprised that this Sceptile was going to be going and launching out with Leaf Storm and hitting Elsa over here. But unfortunately, Elsa does go down, but not to worry. I think we do have a little bit of some extra other Pokemon alongside with us here. But we're going to go and set up for that play rough and absolutely demolish that Archaludon, hopefully. Ah, just barely. Come on. See, that's always really annoying in Pokemon games, is that, like, when you go and at least, like, have, like, super, like, effective moves, and then all of a sudden, at, like, the last second, you have to have like only maybe like 1 or 2 HP left from like that other Pokemon that has been causing you a lot of grief out here so far, and hopefully maybe Sprite can at least go and pull through out within our way. Now, we also do have that Life Orb, right? So that Night Slash should at least be able to do quite a bit of some damage. Now, if you guys don't know, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time with the Indigo Disk DLC, but we are also going to be, of course, going to be jumping on into some more of the Ocarina of Time Let's Play as well, too, on the Virtual Console, out of all stuff. Now, if you guys don't know, I am going to be doing a reboot series of Ocarina of Time, of course, just so that I can at least have a little bit of a much better type of run than what happened before when I played it on the N64. And you know what? Not only that, but also kind of bump the upscale a little bit more and have a little bit of a much better resolution for the game that we go and let's play throughout here together. Unfortunately, Sprite also goes down as well too, which that is not fun at all whatsoever. Well, let's go for that double edge, and there we go. And Sceptile is going to be down and out. Now, we do actually get a reward, I want to say, for beating all of these different Elite Four members that are happening here. And I believe we get ourselves with a brand new TM known as Dragon's Cheer, I believe. It's just something that I believe just kind of just like boosts up the stats of like, I don't know if it's just because of like dragon type moves or something of that type of nature, but it does something with that there. But we'll have to go and kind of read a little bit more about when we actually go and pick it up within our time of this episode. Now, not only that, guys, but we are also going to be having within our time of this video for today is that we are going to be battling out with Kieran as well too, just so that we can kind of go and complete off with everything here within the Blueberry Academy. I know that there's still plenty of more other things that need to happen here within our time of the Indigo Disk, because I believe not just only just doing the Elite Four is the only one thing that we're going to have to go and do, but I believe we also got that Terrapagos. Like, I want to say that that's like the legendary Pokemon here of our time of this game, so we haven't even seen that Pokemon yet at all whatsoever, and we haven't even seen any of the other legends as well too to make their appearance out here just yet. So what we're going to go and do now is that I believe Kieran is going to be stopping by, I want to say, at some point around here once we get ourselves with that TM. But where that location needs to happen to go about with Kieran is going to be over back at the entrance area. At the very beginning of the game, if you guys remember, when we went and first arrived there was that that open, I want to say that battle stadium that was around there. That was where we went and battled out with Lacey. Well, that is where the champion battle is also going to be taking place as well too. I will be getting into a little bit of some more stuff with Kieran's team. I think his team is a little bit more of a difference compared to what his other team was from before. So there's going to be a little bit of some new mods, and also too, not only that, but he also does have a special brand new starter Pokemon that is also around making a return appearance as well too throughout the other different Pokemon games, which that is really nice. And I believe that is the Incineroar, I want to say, that he actually has. So yeah, so if you guys don't know, I think I already when I told you guys this before, is that if you ever go into the League Club room, I believe if you pay off, I think it's like 3,000 Blueberry points or something of that type of nature, you can actually go into buying any of the different starter Pokemon. I guess they're kind of like little pack type of things, and you can go and purchase them, and they'll be actually spotted into those certain locations. So if you wanted to get yourself with a Chespin, it will be somewhat located in that specific type of area. Now, I'm going to have to go and try to do all that like off recording on my own time, just so that I can build up 3,000 Blueberry points, because that's going to be taking quite a while. I'm just lucky that I even got myself all the way up to like 110 or 120 some odd amount of blueberry points, like during like the time like before I was even heading on over towards into, I think, what was it, like Lacey's and Drayton's area, because like I just want to make sure that I build up enough blueberry points so that I can go ahead and take out both of these guys here. But let the battle finally commence. We're going to do this right here at nighttime as well too, which we kind of get that nice good beautiful look around over here within the battle gym area that's going to happen here, or as I say, the battle area, which is our time of this place. It's kind of nice to kind of like have everything over here like all full circle again, you know, like we started off right here getting ourselves introduced with everything, and then having to go through the whole Elite Four trials and all that stuff that was going on, and then all of a sudden now we're like smack down right back over here, right at the same exact spot that literally just happened, and now we're just going to go and try to finish everything off here, just for the time being for now. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, is what is your favorite Elite Four trial out here so far within the Blueberry Academy? For me personally, I have to say, my favorite would have to be probably the Flying Ride-On Simulator. That's like the one that's like my favorite. I'm not really too big of a fan that was going on with like the quizzes with that one. I wasn't really a big fan of just the regular type of just regular bat. Well, you know what? Drayton's actual Elite Four trial was actually not bad either. I'll probably put that up there with the Amory's as well too, or to say Amory, of course. I always keep on messing up her name. I know that's like what happened before at like the very beginning of our time of the episode, or I want to say one of the episodes when we first got introduced to all the different Elite Four members. But here we go. Now we're going to see Kieran all having his self-ego here. But we're going to make sure to go and put a stop to his ego and make sure that he comes back to his senses, you know. I know this man always wants to try to be like the best that he ever was, man. He wants to try to be the next Ash Ketchum, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Now, there is a certain part here within our time of this battle here where you guys are going to be seeing a little bit of an edit. And what happened is that during the time of the battle, and I guess I could go and actually explain to this now since we are getting our time of the actual Kieran battle that's going on. At the very end of this, he does send out the brand new evolution of the Drapple that happens, and he does have a Terra typing for it because that's his signature Pokemon. I believe that is for fighting. And he also does have that Incineroar as well too. Now, the only one Pokemon that I had just remaining just to still be alive here within this battle was Maryland. And Kieran kept on spamming with Flare Bliss and also kept on spamming with Earth Power. And so far, Maryland was taking all of that different type of hits whatsoever. And I just kept on rapidly just using all my max potions and full restores as best as I can, just to kind of do a little bit of some heal stalling, and just kind of let that Incineroar just kind of just burn through all of his HP, which that was like really nice. Now, there is one Pokemon that he does have on his team, which you want to be a little bit careful, because it seems like most of these Elite Four members, and also with the champion himself, all do have life orbs, so you want to be careful, because I don't know if the Dragonite had the life orb or something of that type of nature, or one of his other Pokemon did, but you want to be a little bit careful for that, because like it does like so much damage there. Yeah, so unfortunately we lost out with our Gramble, which that wasn't really nice, but hey, you know what? At least we went and got that Intimidate drop that was happening. Now, this Polytoad is absolutely annoying with that Weather Ball move. And I want to say that Weather Ball did like a lot of damage to like majority of my team, which that was like a killer, if I have to say so myself. Yeah, so let me just say that Kieran actually does have a lot of some wild moves that are on his team, so this is no easy feat to actually go and say. Like, Kieran was actually really easy back in the land of Kitakami and everything with like his other team that was going on, because as well too, not only that, but it was like a single battle. Over here, everything about here in this game of Indigo Disk just absolutely has everything that has to be said about with anything of double battle related, and I am not a big fan of double battles. Like, I want to say, like, by the end of this game, I am not even joking, you guys, but that probably by like the end of this game, like after all of this is like said and done here, I am not going to be enjoying any more double battles after this. Because most of them were just absolutely annoying. The Crispin battle, that like took like almost like a million years just for that, like what, well, just for that whole entire battle alone, I think just for the first attempt. I was thinking about trying to go and heal Stalling from before, but there we go. So at least the Dragonite is already down and out. So that's perfect. So I believe also as well too, I think most of Kira's team kind of revolves around a little bit of some dragon typing Pokemon here and there, and also a little bit of like other sorts of stuff. But I think like majority, he kind of has like almost like something similar to like what Drayton's all about, because he also does have that Drapple evolution that also does have that part dragon with it as well too. Now we're gonna go and try this out for Elsa here. Now basically I was just trying to make like Elsa, I guess, like somewhat of like a Pokemon that can kind of like just be there just for me to kind of like go and just like do some extra like healing or anything of that type of nature, I think, from this way. I don't know if I ever really used a move on my Alolan Ninetales all that too much. But it's pretty nice that given with the change of pace here, I know that you guys are kind of interested to see my newer type of team that I got here, because I do have now with a Golurk on my team. I do have Ninetales, of course, which I brought from Legends Arceus over here to the game. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I already said this before in the last episode, but the only way that you can only get yourself with the Alolan Vulpix is by going into Pokemon Scarlet and actually picking it up. Over here at Pokemon Violet, unfortunately, you have to go and pick up with the Alolan Sandshrew out of all things. Now, make sure that if you do want to get yourself with that evolution for one of those two Pokemon, you do have to find an Ice Stone, which is not really all that too hard. It's actually in the Desbelipa passage, like somewhere around the very beginning of the start there. Yeah, and I can't even believe that. And unfortunately, I know that we've been losing a lot of like our attack as well too, I think, as well throughout part of this battle. So my Brave Bird didn't even do that much amount of damage, even to that Politoed either. Now, oh geez, here we go with the Weather Ball. That's going to be a little bit dangerous there. Yep, unfortunately, Alolan Ninetales is also down as well too. Well, that's not good. Well, basically, we just have Maryland out here. This is the last Pokemon that we do have. Now, you may probably be thinking to yourself now is like, oh man, Prox is going to probably at least get like destroyed here, right? Well, actually, I did tell you guys that that Maryland was the survivor, the sole survivor throughout this battle. So you guys are going to see what the heck is going to happen from here. So we're going to go ourselves for Double Edge. Unfortunately, it just did not do the job. I thought it was really going to go and pull through and at least get like a critical or something, but now we kind of have to make the biggest decision of our lives. So what the heck am I going to do out here? Well, go for a full restore. Yeah, because I think if I went for a revive, that would have probably been a little bit detrimental, and that would not be good at all. Now, basically, now this Politoed wants to be very annoying and actually start setting up for Helping Hand every single time, just to like get a little bit of a much bigger and annoying move that happens within the within the different moves that the Porygon Z is going to be setting up for. But now this is where another decision has to come into. So what am I going to do here? Am I going to let Maryland take a bullet and just get hit, or do I need to go and heal up around? So it looks like I'm going to go throw down a revive there. So it looks like okay, so he is going to take the Helping Hand there. And what's going to happen here? Setting up for that Hyper Beam. Yeah, so unfortunately we are going to get ourselves completely destroyed and losing our Terra typing. But that's fine. We still got ourselves with Omos. Yeah, this is where I had to go and like use like most of my revives. But again, Maryland is still going to be the sole survivor. So even though that I do have Omos out here, this is just going to be just for him to kind of like at least maybe just heal back up with Maryland. So he is going to go for another Helping Hand, but what is this time? Okay, so yeah, so he does have to go recharge, which that was really nice. So it was a good idea that I went for a move there, but again, Porygon Z still couldn't do anything about it. So let's go back into the bag. Yeah, let's go revive back up and bring out with Maryland. I think that's what our main goal is, right? Now, unfortunately, Omos is going to probably get himself destroyed here. Yeah, and just like that, Golurk is down again. But now let's go and, nice. And just like that, I think that was the life orb. That was the life for Porygon Z that was going on. So since he lost all of his health right there, he got himself knocked out. So that was really nice. So now we have Grimmsnarl. So his team is almost about to be coming to an end pretty soon. So let's go and set up for a 4-star, I guess. Yeah, that looks like the right idea. Yeah, because we wouldn't really want to go and do any type of attacking, even with us being at like half health. So now this man's going to be set up for Reflect. Now, I think a little bit beforehand, I think, did one of the other Pokemon also had like Light Screen as well too, so I think like most of this was like really annoying. Now, ooh, I could go for a Revive. That would be nice, but I don't know. So this is where I have to go and do a little bit more planning out here, because again, I want to try and still, at least still be alive, just for the time being. Now, if you guys have been enjoying throughout here so far, don't forget to leave a like, also a comment, and also don't forget to go and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys don't know, we are doing some new series that are going to be happening. We are currently doing right now with Mario Galaxy, of course. We are doing our time as well, getting ourselves into with Super Mario Bros. Wonder very, very, very soon. So that should be very exciting as well, with those two co-op series between me and Kevin. Also, if you guys want to know, we are doing some other new solo series. We are going to be jumping on into Ocarina of Time pretty soon as well. Well, because of course, since we are doing Ocarina of Time right now, since we are doing with everything here with episode 3, I believe right now we are currently on within episode 3. We're still doing Okami HD, so that game is not done just yet. But we are going to be moving on ahead into Final Fantasy X as well, which that's also another brand new series. But that should be really fun and exciting as well to get ourselves into with. So now, since I do have Gramble out here, this is where I kind of wanted to make sure that everybody gets all healed up. But let's go and see what else is going to happen. So yeah, there goes that light screen. I knew that someone was going to be set up for light screen soon, but yeah, so now this Grimmsnarl has just went and set up everything. He has reflects, light screens. I can't even barely go out and attack him all that too much. Now I do have a magnet thrown onto Gramble though, if I needed to like get my Thunderbolt a little bit of a much higher attack, but unfortunately Thunderbolt can't really go and touch that Polytoad all that too much now with the reflective light screens all set up there. And not only that, but that Wacom Berry is not going to even like even do any type of damage at all whatsoever, because now it's like reduced the Thunder attack, the Thunderbolt attack, which that's just annoying. Okay, so let's do another thing here. Now, I'm pretty certain that we should be able to still be alive here, which of course that Psychic's not going to really do anything, even though that is going to lower our special defense. Yeah, that's the one main thing that I was more concerned about is that every single time, like with having Maryland out here, I kept on getting like a lot of stats reduced. So it's like I was losing a little bit more like special defense drops. I've been losing like attacking and whatnot whatsoever here. And I was just kind of thinking about like what I'm gonna do like at some point if like Maryland actually does like get destroyed. But here we go. Now this is where the absolute problem was starting to happen here. And where are we at for time right now at the moment of this recording? It's actually what? Like I think we got like around like 20. Like I think this video is somewhere around within like the 20 minute range or a little bit after that. Now currently, if you guys don't know, during the time of like having my Maryland out here against with just with Hydrapple and also with the Incineroar out here, this battle like took excruciatingly long because I had to just basically make sure that Incineroar just kept on losing like all of his HP and just like burning it down like so much. And I want to say like this episode, like I know that this episode was like around like 20 minutes or so, but technically this video was almost like I want to say at least like 45 minutes long. So I had to cut out like the extra additional other 20 minutes of just me just like doing the same type of thing over and over again. So yeah, so there's the Terra typing for the fighting. That's gonna be a little bit scary there. And of course the Hydro Pump always misses. I'm never lucky with that move. It always misses. Unfortunately, Brutus goes down. Now, I think you guys just saw a little bit of a while ago that I did set up a revive and had that on Talonflame. And I want to say throughout this battle, though, I believe Talonflame and Maryland like pulled through really well together for a little bit until Maryland was just like the last remaining Pokemon on my team. So yeah, we're gonna try to see if a Hydro Pump actually works, but unfortunately, I think that reflected or that light screen is still set up, right? So that's gonna even make things even more ridiculous than it actually has to be. Well, there we go. Maryland is back up to full health there. Hydro Pump. And unfortunately doesn't even touch it at all, which that's just so annoying. So there goes that Flare Blitz again, still burning down itself. Now, Incineroar does actually have a Citrus Berry as well, so even if you think that, oh, I'm actually doing pretty well with losing out with all the HP, no, not really. So yeah, so there goes that Earth Power again. And unfortunately, I'm losing more of my special defense, which that is not even good either as well too, which that's even more of a problem that actually has to happen. Okay, so we're gonna have to go probably for a Play Rough there. Now, I think Play Rough actually did do a little bit more damage than compared to what the Hydro Pump did, even with that light screen I think that was still on, which I don't know if it's already worn off at this point. I haven't really seen a text pop up at all yet. But yeah, so we brought it down to like almost close to half. And nice, we also lowered down the attack as well too, which that was also a nice good play there as well. Okay, so damage by the recoil again. Earth Power. Oof. Now, I think at some point, Incineroar is going to go and start lighting up on Darkest Lariat, and unfortunately, it's going to go and knock it on Talonflame here, because, like, I think Kieran kind of knew about what my strategy was that I just kept on using Fireball as like, my heal go-to Pokemon out here, while I had Maryland still alive. But I have to say, for me personally, is that every time that whenever I do like a gym battle out here, it's like Azumarill is just like absolutely amazing when it comes to like any of the Elite Fours that we have to go and face off with. Oh, we were so close. Again, it's one of those type of moves where it's like it does really good damage, and then the 1 HP bar just holds on to dear life there. Yeah, now this is where things are going to take a little bit of a while out here for the time being. So now you're going to kind of see exactly what my plan is going to be out here for the time being. So basically, I'm just not going to really go and do any type of attacking at all whatsoever. So yeah, so basically after that little edit right there, this annoying Hydra Apple finally ran out of Earth Power and then started setting up for Terra Blast, which that doesn't even touch me at all, which that's like so nice. So now I just have to kind of just think about what I'm going to do here. So I was going to go for a very risky play here, and I was going to go and set up for my Play Rough, and hopefully it did not miss. And I'm pretty lucky that that the Play Rough actually did work, and it actually destroyed out the Incineroar right away. And we were able to go and take care of that. Now all that we have left now is just going to be with that Hydra Apple. Now it also went for Gyro Ball, which I'm actually really happy that didn't really do all that much. I thought that was, well, I know that, well, isn't Gyro Ball a Steel type move? So I thought that was going to be able to do a little bit more damage than normal. But anyways, Hydra Apple was also downed out, and we finally got our win, which I am happy that we can finally go and say that everything to do within the Elite Four, we are finished here in the Indigo Disk. And now Kira's got like this big shocked look on his face. I bet you, like, if Kieran had like some sort of rule or stipulation where like you can't really go with like heal up on your mons or like try to revive up on your mons or anything of that type of nature, I would have already been toast, like already at the very like halfway of the start of that battle. But it's pretty nice that we didn't have to really worry about that type of stimulation or rule. Oh man, Kira's freaking out. He doesn't know what to do anymore. Since we just went and took him out there. Yeah, at least he's just trying to tell Crispin off there. So now Dre's going to try to talk some sense into him now. So now Kieran has become the ex-champion, while we have gained the rights of being the champion now. So, very nice. So I guess we're basically like Roman Reigns now. Now we got ourselves with 2 championships. One from the Indigo Disk, but also one from the Paldea region. So we got ourselves with 2 different wins. So very nice. So, oh yeah, and also too, not only that, but we do get ourselves with a free Master Ball since we went about it with Kieran. So, I think that's like our second Master Ball, right? Kind of like what happened before in Pokemon Black 2, White 2, you know? Normally in that game, in Black 2, White 2, you always have like 2 different Master Balls that you get. You get one from, one from Chorus, and then I think you get one that I think happens a little bit like from Juniper, I think, right? You get one from Juniper, one from Chorus. I think that's how that happens. So it's pretty nice that you actually get another free Master Ball. So we'll have to go and use that on Terrapagos, or we may probably have to use it on one of the other returning legends if we ever do go and run up into them. Yep, so the exchange student has literally battled everybody that was here with it this way. That's quite a shock to everybody. Kieran does not know what to even think now. Oh, seems like everyone has to go to their classes now. After that champion battle just went and arose from there. Oh, it has something to do with Miss Briere, so that's going to be pretty nice. Well, that seems like something very important is going to happen around within that way, because we could probably maybe go in and see what that Terrapagos Pokemon is going to probably be if Miss Briere is going to probably say something about it. But anyways, I think this is a proper good enough time for me to go and end off the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, also subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.